Hey guys, it's Stephen Dunn from CORE Therapy and Pilates. Today I want to go into our next blog on our skiing series blog. And I've gone over a few tips so far on how to strengthen the ankles and strengthen the knees. But today I'm going to go over 9 tips to consider when going skiing, period. And the first tip is to prepare. And so what we've already started talking about is how to get your legs prepared. So in preparation, you need to get those legs strong, whether it's just 2 weeks before you go or preferably 6 to 8 weeks, so that you have some time to work on not just the strength but the endurance as well. But we've gone over again some balance work, some ankle work, some knee work, and I'm going to go over a couple things at the end today for some more preparation. But something else to consider is that you need to know the mountain. So when you get there, so the second tip is that when you get there, know the mountain. Get a trail map, know where the ski patrol stands are, and just really kind of know the mountain. Don't just go out there and take it for granted. We're from Texas, and we don't get to ski as much as we like. So that's the second tip. The third tip is wear a helmet. When I learned to snowboard, I didn't wear a helmet for years, and it's kind of crazy because I had a few concussions from snowboarding, and it really would have been a much better thing if I had a helmet. So again, wear a helmet no matter what age you are and what your level is, just to protect your head. There's been so much out there with concussions lately with the NFL and all that stuff, so just protect your head, protect that noggin, and wear a helmet. So all right, the next tip is to hydrate. Now, it's hard to get my clients to drink water in Texas when it's hot. So when you're on the mountain and you're bundled up with all this gear, it's really a challenge to get someone to drink water. But staying hydrated is very, very important, especially when you're up in the altitude. So stay hydrated, drink lots of water, okay? The next tip is gonna be a warm-up. Make sure you don't just jump on the top or go take the gondola all the way to the top and start coming down the double black diamonds. Hey guys, nice to see y'all here. Comment and like below so I know who's there watching. So when you get up going, don't just start going balls to the wall. Take it easy. Do a couple of easy runs. I also think it would be worthwhile to do a little bit of warm up before you go, possibly even a light jog. Some of the homework that we've taught you in here from therapy. All right. The next tip is going to be to be cautious on your last run. So every year right after spring break, I see someone in my community, at my church, the kids' school with a knee brace on, and it's always the same story. I tore my ACL skiing. It was the last run of the day. I knew I shouldn't go. I was fatigued and exhausted, but I did it anyway because it was the last run of the day. So please, if it's the last run of the day and you're fatigued and you're tired and you're not up for it, don't do it, because guess what? That is the primary time for the ski patrol, 3:30 in the afternoon. So be cautious out there, all right? Now, as I talk about being cautious on the last run for skiers, now I'm a snowboarder, so this is a little different, but for skiers, the next tip is when you do fall, it's okay to fall. By attempting to not fall is when you tear your knee up and when you tear your ACL up and your medial meniscus and your MCL. So just fall. It's not failure to fall. Go with it and roll and fall with it, okay? That's actually going to be a lot better than trying to protect yourself, okay? So that's my advice for that. Now, the 8th tip is to eat, drink, and sleep, all right? So eating, obviously you need to eat healthy while you're there. You don't want to go eat a big, huge steak the night before you're going skiing. Drinking, you want to again drink lots of water. We talked about that. But alcohol in the mountains with the altitude is something you may want to be cautious of, because the next day, if you've had alcohol, it'll tend to make your body less resilient and a little more injury prone. So sleep well, get a good night's sleep, and eat well and drink well. Or drink lots, but not alcohol. All right, the last tip, be cautious of the hot tub. Now, most people, as soon as they get off the mountain, they go straight to the hot tub. Well, when you have sore muscles and you have acutely inflamed muscles from overworking and overtraining, we don't recommend heat, we recommend ice. So getting in a hot tub may be very counterproductive for what your body needs physiologically at that time. So those are my tips for your ski trip. Now I just want to show you one more strengthening exercise to add today, and it's a quad exercise. So I went over some squats the other day, I went over some lunges, some different angles and whatnot, but this is called a wall sit. And with the wall sit, what we're going to do is we're going to get into this position where I used to call it leaning on the wall, and I learned this back from a basketball player that played at LSU back in the day named Chris Jackson. And we used to call him Chris Jackson. So basically we're sitting down. I need to get a little lower here. We're sitting down. Yeah, there we go. So we're sitting down, keeping our head back, shoulders back, and bending those knees just above 90 degrees, and we're just going to hold that for about 30 seconds. Now, again, Chris Jackson was the guy that we used to call these Chris Jacksons, because he was the basketball player that was about 6'1", that could jump out of the gym and won the dunking contest from when he was a high school senior at the All-American camp. So, which I was at and got to see. It was pretty impressive. He was really fun to watch. So these are the Chris Jackson's wall sits. So that's something to work on. Now, once you've done those, you can also do an up and down motion that's going to be a wall slide. So a wall slide is basically going to be here and here, here and here. So a couple of new exercises to prepare for your ski trip. All right, guys, that's it for today. I hope that makes sense, and I'll be back in a couple days with the next tips. We'll go into some outer hip motions and some core work. All right, guys, take care. Have a great day. Bye now.